Is Carmelo Anthony just living in the moment in the big NBA bubble in Orlando? I hope everyone is having a wonderful day today. Welcome to my channel. Let's talk about it. So Melo, he did come out with some statements earlier this week to Yahoo Sports. He's talking about Damian Lillard, his teammate. So he did say Lillard is the top guy I've played with. So when he said that, everybody was up in a row like, Damian Lillard, the best Carmelo's ever played with? So you start to think about, who did Carmelo play with throughout his career? So he did play with some great players such as Chauncey Billups, Amari Stoudemire, Allen Iverson. He played with Paul George, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden for a little bit, Chris Paul, and the list goes on and on, right? So he played with a lot of people, and this is not including the dream teams in the Olympics or his all-star squads. So he just kept it just in the regular season teams throughout his career. So when I first heard it, I was kind of like, I mean, he has an argument, but I think he's living in the moment, because right now the Portland Trail Blazers, they're hot right now. They are very hot in the bubble. They came in as, they got into the playoffs as the 8th seed. They just beat LeBron James and Los Angeles Lakers last night. Was at 193. Lillard, he had 34. LeBron almost put up a triple-double. So I get where Carmelo's coming from, but brother, you are living in the moment. I think the best guy he's ever played with was Allen Iverson. So Melo even said too that, which was an excuse. He said, well, AI, he was on the back tail of his career. And I'm like, AI, when he was traded to Denver, he was 31 years old. Not even, he was 30 turning 31. And currently, right now, Damian Lillard is 30 years old, so he wasn't in the back end of his career. If you're going to say that about Allen Iverson, you got to say that about Dame Lillard too. They both were the same age. So if you put numbers together, Allen Iverson, I think in his first year with Denver, he had about 25. He averaged 25 a game. And in the second season, he averaged almost 27 a game. So I personally think Allen Iverson was the best guy he's ever played with. But the reason why he's saying Dame Lillard is because right now, Carmelo's 35. He signed for the minimum contract. Nobody wanted to pick him up. So now he's with Portland. He's having for a 35-year-old, a good season, averaging 15 points a game, I think about 6 rebounds a game, and they're in the playoffs, just beat LeBron and those guys. So he's high off success right now of the team, right? So, but I think he wants to be able to be re-signed for another year. So I think he's just kind of jumping on the bandwagon of the success, and I get that. But at the same time, put respect on Allen Iverson's name, AI. I think he was the best guy. And let's not even talk career-wise, career numbers. Allen Iverson has a better career than Dame Lillard. You know what I mean? Just scoring averages-wise, even assists-wise, even defense. People say Allen Iverson have great defense. Allen Iverson averaged about 2 steals a game. Dame Lillard barely gets 1 steal a game. So I think Allen Iverson defense is better. He always gets into the passing lane. He doesn't make his team better, quote unquote, like Dame Lillard, but I think the usage of Allen Iverson is much higher than Dame Lillard. When you look at just the averages of Allen Iverson when he played in Denver, he was averaging over 41 minutes a game. Dame Lillard barely gets 35, 36 minutes a game. So you have to use Allen Iverson more because you need him. He was that guy. Not to say Dame Dollar is not. Of course he is. I'm not arguing that. But don't say he's the best guy you've played with. And we can't forget about AI. I think AI was the best guy that he's played with. I think they had some great success. But I know with Chauncey Billups, that's when they went to the Western Conference Finals. So, AI at that time, they just wasn't, making a lot of noise in the playoffs. But don't say that AI was in the back tail of his career and they were the same damn age. Because when I first heard it, I said, Carmelo might be right. So I looked, I said, AI was 31 years old when he was in Denver, and currently right now Dame Lillard is 30 years old. So if you're comparing time, they were both in the same time. Now if you said Dame Lillard was 24, 25, I'll go with you on that. I'll say he might be right, but they were the same age. But career-wise, overall, Allen Iverson, as currently constructed, has a better career than Dame Lillard. Now, if you tell me Dame Dollar, he wins a championship this year and he keeps his trajectory with his scoring averages, making his team better, this is a whole different conversation. But as we speak today, Allen Iverson was his best teammate he's played with in a regular season games. I personally think that. And so right now, and just going back to Dame Lillard, to put some respect on his name, he is the MVP of the NBA bubble. He's averaging, well, he averaged, now the playoffs is here, about 36-37 a game with 8 assists a game. So maybe a little more, maybe 8 or 9 assists. And for the season, he's averaging 30 points with 8 assists. So he's definitely the MVP of the NBA bubble, and he's gonna get a lot of votes just for NBA regular season MVP. Will he win it? I don't think so, but he's definitely in that conversation, maybe top 3 candidate for the MVP. So I understand why Carmelo's jumping out the roof, out the window, saying that Dame Lillard is the best guy. I think he's high off emotion. I think that again, he's going with the wave right now. Dame Lillard, Dame Dollar is the wave. He's the game shot winner. He's the one that waved goodbye to a Paul George and the Oklahoma City Thunder and say, "Go home, goodbye." So I get it. And I don't know, was Carmelo even on that team when he waved? No, I don't think so. I don't think he was on that team when he waved goodbye. But yeah, when he said it, Carmelo, I think he's just right now just in high emotion and he's not thinking straight. But Dame Lillard is not the best guy that Carmelo has played with. Is he maybe the number 2? Yeah, definitely. But I have to say Allen, the answer Iverson, was the best guy he's played with by far. So tell me what you guys are thinking. Do you think that Damian Lillard is the best guy that Carmelo Anthony has teamed up with? And do you think Allen Iverson is? Or do you have another option? Would you say Sean T. Billups? I don't know. But let me know in the comment section. Make sure you like the video. Please subscribe below. Share the video. And I have more videos on the way. And you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Peace and love.